Hello everyone, and welcome to Farm Odyssey. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of cattle farming in the United States. As we embark on this journey, we'll explore the intricate processes that go into raising millions of cattle, from birth to branding, grazing to slaughter, and beyond. Join us as we uncover the rich history and modern practices that make the U.S. cattle industry one of the largest and most influential in the world. Currently, in the United States, there are more than 700,000 cattle ranchers. States like Texas, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma are particularly renowned for their cattle farming, housing the largest numbers of ranchers in the country. The cattle industry has thrived in Texas for over 300 years, thanks to the state's favorable climate and expansive grasslands. These conditions provide an ideal environment for cattle herds to flourish. The United States is home to more than 70 different breeds of cattle. Among these, some of the most popular include the Beefmaster, Longhorn, Hereford, and Angus breeds. Of these, the Angus breed is the most commonly seen across the grasslands of Texas. The hardiness and quality of these cattle make them a preferred choice for ranchers looking to produce top-quality beef. Each year, approximately 35.8 million calves are born in the United States, with up to 11 million of these births occurring in Texas. At birth, these calves typically weigh between 60 and 80 pounds. On some Texas farms, calves stay with their mothers for about 3 months before they are weaned. This early bonding period is crucial for the calves' growth and development. At the age of 1 to 3 months, these calves undergo a traditional process known as branding. Branding is a method used by ranchers to mark their cattle, making it easier to identify them if they become lost or mix with other herds while grazing. Although the practice of branding dates back to the 1800s, it remains a vital part of cattle ranching in Texas, connecting modern ranchers to their historical roots. Cattle in Texas are generally considered fully mature and ready for meat production when they reach the age of 2 to 3 years. Every morning, cowboys release their cattle into the grasslands to feed freely. This open grazing is not only traditional, but also allows the cattle to consume a natural diet, contributing to the quality of the meat. According to statistics released in 2020, the United States has about 614 million acres of land designated for cattle grazing, with Texas alone accounting for 130 million acres, which is about 21% of the total grazing area in the country. As of January 1st, 2022, the United States Department of Agriculture reported that there were approximately 91.9 million cattle in the U.S. While millions of cattle graze freely in the vast grasslands, many are also fed additional foods such as corn and grain to enhance the quality of their meat. It's reported that the amount of corn and grain consumed by U.S. cattle could potentially feed 800 million people each year. As the day draws to a close, thousands of cattle are driven back to their farms by cowboys, where they rest and are protected from potential predators during the night. When the cattle reach the appropriate age and weight for meat production, they are sent to beef processing plants. In 2020 alone, approximately 33.3 million cattle were slaughtered in the United States, producing a total of 27.3 billion pounds of meat. Switching gears, let's explore the dairy industry in the United States, particularly in California and Texas. The U.S. is the fourth largest producer of dairy in the world, with approximately 9.4 million dairy cows and an annual milk production of 220 billion pounds. After birth, dairy calves are typically separated from their mothers, and workers at the dairy farms take on the role of nurturing them. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, about 8 million calves are born annually, with approximately 500,000 dying shortly after birth due to various health complications. Moreover, 450,000 cows die during the lactation process. Calves with health issues are kept separately and given special medical care during the first month of their lives, during which they remain entirely indoors. California, Wisconsin, Idaho, and Texas are the 4 states with the largest populations of dairy cows, with California alone housing 1.7 million cows. Dairy cows are considered mature when they reach 13 to 15 months of age. Contrary to popular belief, dairy cows' diets consist primarily of grass and corn silage, with these feed sources making up more than 60% of their diet. Annually, U.S. cattle consume approximately 315 million tons of silage. In Texas, there are currently 351 dairy farms with a total of about 600,000 cows, contributing to an annual milk production of 15.1 billion pounds. At these farms, dairy cows are fed twice a day, and they even receive massages to help them relax and remain in good spirits, which significantly influences their milk production. The average dairy cow in the United States produces more than 7.5 gallons of milk per day. In contrast, if a cow were only producing enough milk to feed her calf, she would produce just about 1 gallon per day. When it's time to milk cows in large quantities, hundreds of cows are brought into modern facilities that resemble stadium seating, allowing for efficient milking. Once the milking process is complete, thousands of gallons of cow's milk are sent to milk processing plants or cheese factories. In 2020, the total U.S. cheese production was around 13.25 billion pounds. Wisconsin leads the nation in cheese production, with 3.36 billion pounds, followed by California with 2.5 billion pounds. The United States is the world's largest producer of cheese, followed by Germany, France, and Italy. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of cattle and dairy farming in the United States. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Farm Odyssey for more insights into the fascinating world of farming. See you in the next video.